Okay, I figured out a new way to set this camera up so you didn't have to go through all that like you did yesterday. We're making cracked potatoes. And I'm making cracked potatoes because my husband requested them. And my husband is the greatest man on earth, okay? He treats me like a queen. He thanks me every single time I cook anything or make anything. Ham sandwich, Pop-Tart, whatever. So, come over here,
Hey.
handsome hubby. So here he is. He's a great help in the kitchen. We're going to go through these cracked potatoes with you, and we're also going to do some chicken strips. So it's a Saturday, something easy, and you're going to love it. Like, the cracked potatoes are, honest to God, like crack.
They're killer.
Okay, so I've already cooked the potatoes, peel them, cut them into chunks. You can use any kind of potato you want to. I use russet, I use 6 big ones. You can use whatever you want. Idaho, Yukon Gold, red, doesn't matter. You can peel them or not peel them, but I peel them for this anyway. Okay, so we're going to get started. I got the potatoes ready. I'm going to put him on, well, he's getting ready to drain the potatoes because he knows how this goes. Go ahead. This is a potato masher. All country people will know what this is. If you don't have one, don't worry about it. Use a big spoon. Like this one. This is a hand-carved spoon that came from the Tamarack in Beckley, West Virginia. I mean, if you don't know about it, I'm a West Virginia girl. If you ever go through West Virginia, it's a great route from north to south. It kind of skips a big hour of going all the way down to Charleston and then all the way back up. So anyway, you see the Tamarack is full of West Virginia handmade crafts, and it's just a good place to get gifts, a good place to get food. It's really good. At one point, I had a candle shop, and you have to be juried to get in there, and my candles actually made it. But it was just too hard to do it all, plus work and all that stuff. So anyway, here we go. He has the potatoes drained and
Ready?
in the pot. Oh wait, I love cast iron. There's regular cast iron and then there's enameled cast iron. The enameled cast iron is easier for like people that aren't used to cast iron because cast iron has to be treated in a certain way. Enameled cast iron can be washed with soap. Regular cast iron, don't touch it with soap, ever. Use stainless steel to clean it, and always dry it in the oven or on top of the stove, and always treat it with oil, vegetable oil, olive oil, spray oil, you know, whatever. Okay, so into the potatoes. And we have like a pretty good pot. Try to make all your cubes about the same size so they all cook at the same rate. Where are we going to put this so you can see it? Not there. Okay, well, let's move up a little bit. Okay, so we're going to use a small 16-ounce container of sour cream. Put that all in there. We're not talking about calories here, but if you want to use light sour cream, you can, but... And here's my little trash bag in the sink. This makes life easier. Alright, we're going to use an envelope of ranch seasoning. I get store brand. If you're watching my videos, you know that. All of this stuff came from Aldi's, which Aldi's is a... I know I shouldn't promote them because they're not paying me anything, but they are a grocery store where you like bag your own stuff, but they also deliver to your house. So, all right, you can fry bacon and cut it up, which usually I do, but I didn't feel like frying bacon today, and he probably don't care. So I'm using these real bacon bits. Dump them all in there. Actually, I'm going to use 2. Make sure you don't gonna put this little jewel in there. Okay, got that. Lots of bacon bits. And about 2 cups of grated cheese, shredded cheese. I get it already shredded. A lot of people, my sister-in-law loves to shred it on her own, and I'm sure it is better, but I'm lazy. Okay, so here we go. All right, so I'm going to get, oh yeah, I almost forgot, but my husband didn't. Cream cheese, an 8-ounce block of cream cheese. And then I'm going to get him mixing this up. So you all can look at him just like, God damn. Honka honka. Honka honka. So you can use a knife and cut this stuff up, but my hands are already gross, so we're going to do that. I typically use this potato masher, but like I said, you can use a spoon. So he's going to use whatever he prefers, while I just stand and gawk at him. Oh, he's going to use a potato masher. Make sure that, wait a minute. Go ahead, I'm talking to them.
I obey too.
Make sure that your potatoes, like I said, are all cut about the same size and that they are fork tender, which means if you stick a fork in them, the cube falls apart or goes in very easy, and you know, it's not hard or anything. So this is kind of like twice baked potatoes, but it's better, I think. We think. I like it. It mixes up really good. Then after this, well, I should have told you in the beginning to preheat your oven to 350. We mix it in that cast iron skillet, and we bake it in that cast iron skillet. So that means less bowls to clean. All right. So now he's got it mixed. Clean up the edges. This is what it looks like. And then can you see it? So we're going to stick that in the oven for like 20 minutes. And I'm not going to make you live through all that, but trust me, it'll get golden brown on top, and you'll dig in and you won't come out of it. Right? Then you'll be in a coma on the couch, and you can watch, you know, like, what's that stuff you want? Dirt bikes. He's dirt bikes and bass fishing. And that's okay. I'll put that in the sink for you. And then put that in the oven for me, please. I'm telling you, I went through a lot of bad boys, and I really didn't know how it felt to be treated right. And let me tell you, when this guy came along, he scared the shit out of me. Because I didn't know that I could be treated that way. And I'm not letting him go. So you all find your own 1 in a million, because this one's mine. Alright, so what I've done to prep this is another cast iron skillet. I use this baby daily. Well, almost daily. It's kind of shallow. It's real cast iron. See how shiny that is in there? That means that we've treated it right. This is, I keep like naming all these brand names, and they ain't giving me no money. Ain't nobody giving me any money. He gives me money. It's ANOLON. It's on the thing. Analon, I guess. It comes pre-treated, so you don't have to worry about that. Treating a cast iron skillet is kind of labor intensive, and you can YouTube another video for that, because I'm not going to tell you. What I will tell you is this one never sees soap, ever. I have a cast iron, or not a cast iron, stainless steel cleaner, and that's what, you heat it dry, and then you clean it with the stuff, stainless steel, whatever, what is that stuff? Anyway, heat it dry.
Scrubby.
Yeah, a little scrubby thing. And they make brushes, and they make little washing mats that look like chainmail. It's called chainmail, actually. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of olive oil in here. Oh, I don't think you can see the He's over there too. You got a 2-in-1 here. Alright, so I've already, I don't want to move the phone or the thing because I had issues with that yesterday. But I have chicken tenders and I've laid them out here. I found this, I told you I don't use a lot of brand names, but I really like this stuff and I'm not going to tell you the brand name, but it's called Roasted Garlic Herb. It's all in one bottle. But if you don't have that, you can use salt and pepper, garlic, paprika, I mean, whatever you like, you know. If you like thyme and rosemary and all that stuff, put it on there. So I'm going to heat this skillet up. Seriously, these things take about 5 minutes, really. They're going to be done way before the potatoes are. And I'm sure he's probably going to be eating them. You know, kids like them dipped in barbecue and all that stuff. So I bought a 3-pound thing of this. So I only used half of it. Put the other half in the refrigerator, or put the other half back in the freezer. And use it another time. That saves money because this was like $8. So you're going to get 2 chicken meals for $4 a piece. If you watched yesterday, we made meatloaf. So the meatloaf will be used in sandwiches or leftovers or whatever. I'm a big fan of leftovers because sometimes I just don't feel like cooking. And then Scott, that's Scott, and my son, you know, they love leftovers, and I do too. So I cook a little bit more than what we're going to cook for the meal. Oh, did you hear that? Say that again.
I like your leftovers.
There we go. Okay, so the pan's hot. Don't get it too hot because you'll burn them. And just put your chicken strips in there. It just takes a few minutes on each side. And then eat. If you want, you can make a, you know, put a vegetable together, but this is Saturday. Yeah. Finger food.
Cracked potatoes is 2 vegetables.
Cracked potatoes, like, yeah. Whatever he asks for, I'll make. But he absolutely loves cracked potatoes. I don't get many.
Of course, you're going to get many fans with cracked potatoes.
Do what?
You're going to get many fans with cracked potatoes.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people already know about cracked potatoes, but if you don't, you're going to be a fan after this. So I'm going to put the how-tos. I'm going to put the how-tos and, you know, the ingredients that I used down in comments. I don't really measure a whole lot, but I try to do the best I can. Like, if you have, we have a 3-person family and we like leftovers, so I'm going to make a little bit more than what we would eat in a meal. But if you're not a fan of leftovers, you know the deal. And if you know how to make potato cakes, well, I'll show you that sometime too. Cracked potatoes are really good in potato cakes. You can use leftover mashed potatoes or leftover cracked potatoes or whatever. Put a little bit of all-purpose flour in there and an egg, squish it all together and make little patties and fry it till it's brown in some olive oil and flip it over. And oh my gosh, that is truly Appalachian yum. And my dad was a big fan of bean cakes, which he did the same way with drained pinto beans. And I haven't made them for a long time, but they're pretty good too. So I hope you enjoy your cracked potatoes, and make sure you come back and see us, and I'll give you another look at my honey bunches of O's. Look around here. Say hey. All right. We'll see you later. Come back tomorrow, like me, and subscribe.